You could be walking 10,000 steps every single day, carefully controlling your portions, eating clean, and doing everything else correctly, yet still see almost no change in your stubborn belly fat. The reason is surprising but very clear. You've simply been burning the wrong type of fuel the entire time. Right after you wake up, your body has a very special 30-minute biological window when your main fat-burning hormone, glucagon, reaches its highest natural peak of the entire day. If you take a walk during this precise window, you can literally force your body to start eating its own stored belly fat for energy. However, the second you make one small, innocent morning mistake, something that 90% of people do before they even tie their shoes, you immediately lock your fat cells shut and stop the fat-burning process for the rest of the day. In today's video, we're going to dive completely under the hood and examine exactly what happens inside your body when you walk in a fasted state. We will explore the precise biological mechanism that makes your body use stored belly fat as fuel, the exact amount of time you need to walk to trigger real visible results, and that one common morning habit that completely ruins the entire fat-burning process without you even realizing it. To truly understand why walking before breakfast is so incredibly effective, we first need to understand why belly fat becomes so stubborn and difficult to lose, especially once you pass the age of 40. Most people notice that after 40 their body starts storing and holding on to fat in a completely different way than it did in their 20s. When you gain even a little weight, it quickly settles firmly around the waistline and midsection. But when you try to lose it, the fat disappears first from your face, arms, legs, and other areas, while the belly fat stays almost completely untouched. This is not random. Belly fat is not just a passive storage place. It is a highly active endocrine tissue that responds very strongly to your daily hormone levels, especially insulin and stress hormones like cortisol. When your insulin levels are elevated, your body is effectively locked out of its fat-burning mode. Instead of burning energy, it focuses entirely on storing more energy. So if you eat a bowl of cereal, a piece of toast with butter, or any carbohydrate-rich food, and then go for your morning walk, your body simply burns the food you just consumed. You're still doing wonderful things for your heart health and joint mobility, but you are not touching your stored body fat reserves at all. Now let's look at what naturally happens in the morning. After a full night of sleep, you have been fasting for 8, 10, or sometimes even 12 hours. The easily accessible energy floating in your bloodstream is running extremely low. If you step out the door and start walking right at this moment, your body begins searching for fuel. When it realizes the quick energy sources are basically empty, it is forced to switch over to the heavy reserves, your stored body fat, particularly the fat around your stomach. This is exactly how nature designed the body to work. This is not just a theory or opinion. A very interesting clinical study published in the British Journal of Nutrition specifically measured this process. Researchers gathered a group of active adults and divided them into two groups. Both groups performed the exact same morning cardiovascular exercise. They walked at the same moderate pace for the same duration. The only difference was their breakfast timing. Group A ate a normal breakfast before exercising, while Group B exercised completely on an empty stomach, drinking nothing but water. The results were truly impressive. The fasted group burned up to 20% more stored body fat during that session compared to the group that ate breakfast first. Simply by shifting the timing of their meal, the participants made their bodies pull energy directly from stubborn fat reserves instead of recently eaten food. The researchers clearly noted that because insulin levels are at their absolute lowest point of the whole day during that early morning window, the biological doors to the fat cells remained wide open, allowing much easier access to stored fat. But the advantages of fasted walking go significantly beyond just burning 20% more fat. It also powerfully addresses the second major reason why belly fat accumulates: chronic stress. In our modern, fast-paced world, the majority of adults walk around with constantly elevated levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Cortisol has a well-documented direct connection to abdominal fat storage. When your body feels stressed, it instinctively protects your vital organs by hoarding fat right in the midsection. A moderate-paced morning walk in the peaceful early hours acts as a perfect natural pressure release valve for cortisol. You breathe fresh morning air, move your body rhythmically, and create a calm environment. This combination actively lowers circulating stress hormones and helps stop the body from storing new fat around the waist. Now let's answer a very practical and important question. How long do you actually need to walk to trigger this deep fat-burning effect? A quick 10-minute stroll around the block is excellent for mental clarity and mood, but it is usually not enough time to fully shift your body into deep fat-burning mode. In the first few minutes, your body is still using the tiny remaining bits of energy in your bloodstream. It takes continuous, steady movement to completely open up the fat stores. The ideal sweet spot for visible results is 30 to 45 minutes of steady walking. The first 10 to 15 minutes serve as a warm-up period while your metabolism gradually transitions from sugar burning to fat burning. Once you pass the 15-minute mark, your body settles firmly into an efficient fat-burning rhythm. Staying in that zone for another 20 to 30 minutes maximizes the amount of belly fat that gets used as fuel and creates a strong, continuous calorie burn from your reserves. However, there is one incredibly common morning habit that completely shuts down this entire beneficial process. And most people have no idea they are making this mistake. Many people like the idea of a morning walk, but feel they need a little energy boost before heading out. They might add sweetened creamer to their coffee, eat one bite of a banana, or grab a small handful of crackers, thinking such a tiny amount can't possibly matter. From a metabolic standpoint, even that small amount of sugar or carbohydrates triggers an insulin response. The moment insulin rises in your blood, the doors to your fat cells slam shut. Your body immediately stops burning stored belly fat and switches back to burning the new sugar or carbs you just consumed. To receive the full physiological benefits of fasted walking, you must stick strictly to zero-calorie beverages only. Plain water, plain black coffee, or plain green tea. Nothing else. The intensity of the walk is another crucial factor. It's easy to assume that if walking burns fat, then running as fast as possible must burn even more. But in a fasted state, high-intensity exercise can actually backfire. Pushing too hard without fuel can cause a large spike in stress hormones as your body goes into panic mode. This often leads to tiredness and fatigue later in the afternoon. The absolute best zone for burning belly fat is moderate, low-impact cardio. Walk at a brisk but comfortable pace. Imagine you're running a few minutes late for an important appointment. Your breathing should be slightly elevated, your heart rate up, but you should still be able to hold a normal conversation without gasping for air. This pace keeps you perfectly inside the aerobic fat-burning zone without creating unnecessary stress. You can significantly multiply the effectiveness of your morning walk with proper hydration. Right after waking up, drink a large glass of room-temperature water before you step outside. After sleeping all night, your body is naturally dehydrated, and dehydration seriously slows down fat metabolism. Water is the essential catalyst that allows the entire fat-burning process to run smoothly and efficiently. If you enjoy coffee, having a cup of plain black coffee before your walk can give you an extra metabolic advantage. Friends, don't forget to click the subscribe button after watching the previous videos, or you'll see it at the end of the closing screen. Please support this video by watching it. The natural caffeine gently increases your metabolic rate and encourages your body to release more fatty acids into the bloodstream to be used as energy. Just remember to keep it completely black with no sugar or creamer. It's very important to look at this routine with realistic expectations. Doing one single morning walk on an empty stomach will not flatten your stomach by the afternoon. The real magic of this habit lies in its daily compounding effect. When you do it consistently every single day, you gradually turn your body into a highly efficient fat-oxidizing machine. Over time, your clothes will start fitting noticeably better. That stubborn midsection will slowly soften and shrink, and your energy levels throughout the day will become much more stable because your body learns to regulate blood sugar more effectively. You don't need exhausting boot camps, heavyweight training, or extremely restrictive morning routines to see a dramatic change in your waistline. All you really need is a comfortable pair of walking shoes, a big glass of water, and the simple daily consistency to step out your front door before you eat breakfast. Give your body the opportunity to do exactly what it is biologically designed to do. Burn stored fat for fuel when quick energy is not available. I would love to hear your thoughts about this approach. Are you going to try walking on an empty stomach tomorrow morning? Or have you already tried this habit and experienced its incredible benefits? Let me know in the comments section below. I personally read every single comment. And if you found this clear, science-based breakdown helpful and easy to understand, please give the video a thumbs up and like. I really appreciate your support. Wishing you a wonderful, healthy, and energetic week ahead. Take care and see you in the next video.